Well, this is the last episode for the 2023 TBT. I'm down in Florida right now kicking off the 24 tour, and I can't wait to start releasing those videos for y'all soon. On this season finale, we'll finish things up in Oklahoma. The day prior, I was all over the birds, and the story of this hunt starts out no different. Good morning, folks. I am running a little bit behind here in Oklahoma. Lucky for me, I might have slept till dawn, but lucky for me, two dudes knocked on the door of my van. I opened the door and they asked if I was hunting over where I was camped. I was like, no, I'm gonna drive down the road a little bit. But lucky for me, they woke me up, or I might have slept till dawn. Oh, yesterday is a little bit of a weird day of hunting. I mean, just all over them until about 8:30, and then I ended up deciding to sit in there all day long, and I caught a few hens in, but just nothing from a gobbler, nothing from a tom after 8:30 yesterday. I only heard two birds fly up where they roosted last night, so I didn't get anything roosted. And I think they just picked up and moved areas. I don't think they were in that area, and I just couldn't find them, or they weren't gobbling. I think I just wasn't in their area. I don't know where they went. There's only a couple of options that they could make it to in terms of roost trees, so I'm hunting from the van this morning. Gonna try to find these turkeys, figure out where they went yesterday, because it baffled me, bamboozled me. Need to finish getting all my stuff ready, because we're behind. Well, I found these birds. They've worked a long ways down the creek that they were roosted on yesterday, and have ended up all the way on private, under the notion that they're going to work up the creek back the way that they came, which I think they probably will. I think I can get on the public side and call them up. I don't think you can find a turkey that's only spending time on public land, out here at least, which I don't particularly love, but regardless, we're gonna give it a try. There's a lot of birds, so. They're all in this patch of timber right here. As you can see, the lines right here, but we got it all the way to here, so I'm hoping that they'll work up this. I'll be able to get into a setup to kill them. They look like they might come. It's a long ways, but they look like they might do it. I think they're gonna come, man. They've responded literally every time. Literally every time, and they're walking this way. They're walking up over here a little bit. If they do end up shooting up that ridge, then I can get there and cut them off, I'm pretty sure, but I just want to watch them for a little while. move. I think I need to move to the ridge that they're going up on. I don't think they're gonna cross through that creek. So move up to the top of that and try to call them up through there. Seemed like once I dropped back over that hill, they seemed to lose interest because they stopped gobbling as much. And then eventually I think I got to the point where I couldn't get them to gobble at all. And they were hitting me every single time when I was up on top of that hill. I made a move over here just because I was hesitant that they were going to cross that creek, cross that draw to get down. I've now made this move and I'm pretty much just here waiting for them to gobble. And hopefully they keep working up this ridge. Waiting for them to gobble or waiting to see them. I think this is a good spot. I don't think they're gonna get by undetected in this spot unless they really do cross that creek over there. But I don't know. We'll sit here for a little while and maybe hear them gobble. I got some room to work with, so I'm gonna try to cut some distance, get a little closer to them. They've still got to cross the private public fence, but hopefully they keep working up this way. And if I get close enough, hopefully I can just set a nerve off in them. I don't know if these turkeys are gonna do it, man. I don't know if I see them coming off of that private. They don't really have a reason to. But then again, to get to where they were yesterday, they gotta cross public over here. It's hard to say where these turkeys are. Can't quite tell. They're gobbling pretty frequently. I can't tell if they're just down real far on the ridge that I'm sitting on top of, or if they really did cross that draw and we're over there gobbling on the ridge that I was set up this morning. But I'm gonna wrap around and go check at least. See if we can pull them off private, because I don't feel good about it, to be honest with you. I don't feel good about pulling them off private. And I don't like that we're having to do that, but yeah, it's the hand we were dealt, so we're gonna try to do our best. definitely a hunt to learn from. Oklahoma in general. It's been strange. We've been like kinda in the game, but not really, because these turkeys are spending so much time on private land. But just now when they gobbled, they were 100% down in that bottom on public. I'm not really sure where they went. I think they went up and over on the other hill, so in a spot that I couldn't see them. I thought I saw a flash go up and over the hill on the other ridge. That's gonna do it for us in Oklahoma. Definitely got our butts whooped, but a lot to learn. It's the first time that I've hunted any kind of terrain like this, so it was pretty cool, and I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like turkeys moved way more than I thought they were going to, just because the lack of trees, but they still really covered some ground. This morning when I was calling to those birds, and looked like they were coming in on a string, but it looked like they might have been working up that other ridge. I should have just let it play out. I have these tendencies to, sometimes I want to go with my gut. My gut frequently is telling me to grass is greener, go somewhere else. So I have to I don't trust my gut. People say they go with their gut. I don't trust my gut. I should have committed to this original setup and let it unfold a little bit more. I jumped the gun on pulling out of this one and going up there. And by God, if they didn't end up right down here, they could have been gobbling right close to where I was calling from this morning, because they were right down in there in that bottom here. I'd say we had some chances in Oklahoma for sure. Same two gobblers yesterday we called, and they were moving like they were going to come in. When I called, I saw them coming, and I threw the camera up to film, and I can't tell if they just looked over the ridge and saw something that they didn't like, or if they didn't see the hen and they just decided to turn around and go, or if they saw I didn't have great cover where I was standing, or if they saw me just standing there. I feel like those were our two opportunities. We just didn't make the best decision on either of those, I suppose. It's been weird. I'm gonna have to spend more time out in this country, out in this terrain, because I don't quite understand it. And that was kind of what I did for Miriam's. I wanted to spend a ton of times out in Miriam's country and try to just learn them, really. This initial trip out to Miriam's land, I just wanted to try to do my best to learn, even if we didn't get one. We were more than fortunate to get on quite a few turkeys, and we were fortunate to get on some here, but only had 2 days out here, and probably need to spend more time down here figuring out Rios, I would say, because this stuff is different. I'll tell you that. It's way different. But well, it was kind of unfortunate, but that's how my season ended here in 2023. My time had run out. I'd blown a few opportunities, which I'd learned from, but it was time for me to get back home. Every year the tour gets a little sweeter for me, and this year was no exception. I crossed paths with many a bird, from Florida to Alabama to back hunting around home, from a morning in Kansas to chasing Miriams in South Dakota and Montana for the first time, and then finally capping it off with my first Rio hunt. I learned a lot that'll help me for the 2024 season. I hope you guys are ready for it, because I'm in Florida right now as I record this, and the 2024 Turkey Van Tour is already underway. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more.